morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. And if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so this morning I was a little bit unsure on what I was going to do. So again, it's high season. The roads are getting kind of busy on Koh Chang. So I just thought I'm going to do like some beach tours. And we've just driven from Lonely Beach to Kai Bae Beach, down by the south end of Kai Bae Beach. So where I am now is Pawn's Bungalows, and we're going to be walking north. There's actually a few different sections of Kai Bae Beach, and we're going to go and do them today. So join me, let's go. Okay, so we're actually on the rocky bit of the beach before the sand starts at the north end. And Kai Bae has been really changing over the last few years. They've really kind of capitalized on COVID. They did a lot of infrastructure, a lot of building, a lot of construction during COVID. And they're still doing it now. This is, I believe, Kai Bae Beach Resort. And they're constructing these new, what look to be quite nice beach bungalows. Unlike some other villages on the island, Lonely Beach, which has kind of gone into a little bit of disrepair. That's where my place is. It's where I'm selling. But you look and you drive through Lonely Beach, and it's derelict. It's really derelict. And Kai Bae has really turned up the heat. Kai Bae is really, I guess, Kai Bae is starting to, man, I can't even find the words. It's too early in the morning. But anyway, Kai Bae has pulled its finger out of its bottom. Kai Bae is probably the busiest place on the island at the moment. It has the highest concentration of hotels. That used to be White Sand Beach, but White Sand Beach is very spread out. Kai Bae is beautiful. I mean, look at this behind me. A little swing and a hammock with island views in the background. It's beautiful. Kai Bae is gorgeous. And yeah, we're going to explore more of Kai Bae this morning, so let's go. And a lot of this land in Kai Bae, I think it's classed as farmland. But in Thailand many years ago, when there wasn't really much tourism, the families gave this kind of beachfront land to the women. And they gave like the mountainside land to the men. Now back then the mountainside land was used for agriculture, and that was the land that was worth money. And then the kind of like beach land was the coconut plantations, and a lot less opportunity to make money with that land. The women of the family got a lot of this kind of beachfront land. So that's why there's an awful lot of Thai women who own the real prime real estate land in Koh Chang. And I think in Samui and a lot of the other islands as well. It says sea escape. So this is a new resort that just popped up within the last year. All right, so we're walking north. This is the beach. In fact, there's an elephant in the ocean at the moment just in front of me. But yeah, they've had a few baby elephants for quite a few years. They bring the elephants down the beach and they charge, they charge tourists for riding elephants. They make money from the elephants in this way. If you hire an elephant to go jungle trekking and ride the elephant, it's a controversial subject. I go too much into it. There's a few different arguments. Let's not go there. But yeah, you got a feel for these sentient beings. They're just amazing animals. They're gorgeous. Yes, a bit controversial. Elephant camps. These are Kai Bae huts. And this is also a speedboat company that takes people from Kai Bae to Koh Mak, Koh Kud, Koh Klum, and all the islands which are south of here. They also run like snorkel trips to the marine park and private speedboat trips, etc. Okay, so we've actually had to divert off the beach and we're heading now into the village, and then we'll get back on the beach shortly. There's kind of like a headland and a few resorts that they've built which kind of interrupts the coastline and you can't get around. So let's head up into the village. Alright, so I think we might be able to do it the coastal way. This resort that is attached to Cabana that we just had a look at is called Coral Resort. Been here for years. It's a little bit old-fashioned. Seems to do well. Good location. It's not actually a sandy beach as such. Kind of like a rocky beach. You know, I haven't actually walked this kind of coastal way. My goodness, for years and years. It must have been over 10 years since I actually walked this little bit of coastal path. And it's all changed because all these hotels that are next to Coral Resort, like this next one I think is Awa or the Chill or Gajapuri, they've all recently just come up in the last 5 to 10 years. This is Awa. It's high tide. Normally there's small sections of beach in front of this resort. Looks like I'm going to have trouble getting round the headland, but luckily I did bring my sandals, so I might have to change to those and we can get in the ocean and go round. Yeah, we seem to have reached a stumbling block, something that stops me in my path. Let's see what we can do about it. All right, that was lucky. Some boys working on the wooden deck. And now I am round the corner at the Chill. This is the Chill. The Chill Resort. Very nice swimming pool, very nice view, very nice weather. I'm in a little bit, but this is actually a really nice looking hotel with an exceptionally long swimming pool. Not have to go into Kai Bae Village. On the way back we're going to spruce into Kai Bae Village and I'll show you that then. That doesn't look possible. Okay, so we're just sneaking up to Gajapuri. With low tide, or sorry, high tide, they don't make it easy for you to get from resort to resort, but I guess they want you in their resort spending money and not venturing out to other resorts to spend money. This beach is public. The Thais are very proud to actually keep their beaches. They say the king owns the land and they keep it open to the people, and places and businesses shouldn't restrict access to the beach, although a lot of them do. Some of the access is possible during low tide, but during high tide it's cut off. You should be allowed to access any beach, whether it's high tide or low tide, but yeah, it doesn't work quite like that. Anyway, this is a beautiful stretch of beach, and this is where for many years I've done a few weddings at this resort, and all of these resorts actually, photography wise, and this was always like a bring my clients to, because it's just a really nice photogenic area of Koh Chang, especially for portraits. Okay, let's walk through. So this is the second section of Kai Bae Beach. In other words, the second beach that Kai Bae has to offer because of tide and everything. But this is the actual official landmarker that says what's public land and what's private land. Now this is the private land, this is the resort, and then this is the beach. Yeah, resorts are definitely keen to try and keep you off their quote unquote private beach. Of course, it's not a private beach, it's everybody's beach. Quite a cute little resort. Yeah, so the one on from this is called the White Knot, and this opened as a kind of wedding resort with an English girl called Katie, who was kind of took it on and was running it. She's married to one of the landowner's sons. Here it is, the White Knot. It's a nice, cute little kind of boutique-y resort. And I used to work for them doing weddings in this resort. Probably did a good 20 weddings for them before things turned a bit horribly wrong and I didn't turn up one day for a wedding. I forgot it. Oops. Okay, so this is the infamous tree where I would always bring my client and have some lovely portrait in and around this beautiful tree. Now this resort, oh yeah, they've moved some stones to kind of re-landscape it. Now this resort is called Chang Park, and there's been lots and lots of stuff going on with Chang Park. Am I recording? Yes. But it's just been taken over by the same owner as Sylvian, which was Sea View. Now, I don't know what's going on with it, but they've barbed wired it all off. And there seems to be some guests here and there. And it looks to me like they've done a lot of re-landscaping. And they're kind of making like little headlands. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. Because just like with that tree, there was no rocks there, and now they've obviously been moved, trying to maybe fortify certain areas. And also, I'm not one for interfering with nature, but it does actually look quite nice with the rocks there. It's almost like a little rockery on the beach. So again, this is also a really favorite haunt of mine to come and bring my customers for the photo shoots, because this beach is probably one of the most photogenic beaches on Koh Chang. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This is another resort that I've done quite a few weddings for. It's owned by the same owners as the White Knot. It's called Cliff Beach or Cliff View. I think Cliff Beach. And that pretty much brings us right to the end of the second beach in Kai Bae. So there's two beaches out of the North Beach. That's Cliff View. Actually, when it's low tide, you can kind of walk around to another section of the beach just around there. But it has to be quite low tide for that. And it's not low tide now, it's high tide. So here we are at the north end of the North Beach in Kai Bae. Everywhere seems to be really quiet at the moment. Well, everything is quiet in the morning. Things come alive in the afternoon when people wake up, or midday, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to show you, this is Phong Prao. This is the start of Phong Prao Beach. And again, has a few sections to it, split up by rivers like Phong Prao River. So you can see the big mountain here, which is Chompasat. And over here, well, this is kind of Chok Di Resort, which is where I'm standing now. And then it goes on to where the old Armari was, but I think that's getting renovated now, so that's all closed here. Then it goes on to the Dewa and a few other nice resorts like Barali Resort, and then it goes to Pandiman Resort, and then on to Phong Prao River, and then it hits like the north end of Phong Prao Beach, which also is called Chai Chet. So right at the end here you have Chai Chet Resort, Chai Chet Cape, which they don't let you on that land. They restrict access to you for that, which is annoying because it's a nice little viewpoint. And yeah, so you can see the length of Phong Prao Beach is pretty much all the way along here. Now it's difficult to get perspective with this action camera, but it's Koh Chang's longest beach, I believe. Join me on the next one for that. We're also going to walk through Kai Bae Village now. So I'll just get some kind of B-roll and show you Kai Bae Village. So this kind of corner represents the end of Kai Bae with the police box. Turns like a sharp 90-degree right. And then what you have behind me is the kind of first stretch of Phong Prao. And for reference, this is the resort. Chok Di Resort. So it's kind of the end of Kai Bae, which is behind me, and the start of Phong Prao. So this is Burger Station. It's closed right now. I think in 15 years of living here, I've had like one burger from there. Sadikap, how are you? Good, good. This is the old Chang Park, which I was walking past on the beach earlier. the resort that's moved a load of kind of big rocks for landscaping. And you can see it's from Kai Bae side, it's all barbed wired off. Morning! This is the bakery that I've been pretty much coming to since we opened the cafe. Does really good French style baguettes. Oh, it's a German owner, he's not going to appreciate me saying that. But very good bread. Pui, my ex-wife, makes the best baguettes in Lonely Beach, in Koh Chang. Through the first year we opened the cafe, I got extremely involved. I was cooking people breakfast, making baguettes, and Pooh was mainly doing the cold pressed juices, coffee and the teas and shakes. But anyway, that era is now over. And it was good actually. I really enjoyed the cafe for one season. And then halfway through the second season, I'm like, nah, I'm over this. I don't want to be making other people's breakfasts. I don't mind making my own, but I don't want to be making other people's. Yeah, you've got to try things, haven't you? Here's to trying things. Jungle Fresh. Great little cafe. Still is. It won't be for much longer, but that's where I'm going to be getting my breakfast today when I go home. Cheese baguette probably. Mayonnaise and mustard and some nice rocket salad on there. Yes, breakfast. I'll be walking back to my motorbike now.